haven't invested in milk. I was about to say I haven't invested in milk coin. I don't know where. I haven't invested in Bitcoin, but I have had a Bitcoin wallet for like 3 years, and some people donated some Bitcoinage to me like 3 years ago. So I'm not complaining about the rise in Bitcoin. You look like a Viking. It's funny you say that. That's my nickname at the MMA gym that I go to. Make of that what you will. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I'm just chilling here. Just take a look-see around. Ooh. Well, I mean, if any of you guys live in South Florida, you guys know the weather lately has been fucking glorious, man. Not a cloud in the sky. Pearly blue gloriousness as far as the eye can see. Man, I just, guys, I just finished, I just finished going for a jog, and I was just sitting here, so I figured you guys could come along for the how do you justify killing animal for their flesh? I don't justify it. You got it, Luke. Figured, why not live stream? Why not just go live? This is the age where everything is being broadcast and televised everywhere. Figured I would go live. Chilling here with my Vibrams. I don't know if you guys can see my Vibrams. Hell yeah. Woo. What is life? Life is a never-ending series of orgies leading to the creation of more life, which leads to another never-ending series of orgies, and so the cycle repeats itself. 62 people watching, and I'm one of those sad souls. You know, you're not a sad soul, man. Here at Red Pill Philosophy, you get the realest, rawest content, man. You think it's good for business to do pro-vegan videos when you made a massive pro-Trump audience? It's not good for business. You think it's good for business to do flat earth videos? It's not good for business. But, that's what I like about Red Pill Philosophy. I like that I try not to place any rules or restrictions on what I do, what I upload. I like to just upload whatever the fuck comes to mind, whatever the fuck I feel, and let the chips fall where they may. If I lose hundreds, thousands of subscribers, honestly, I laugh. Anytime I do something that drops my subscriber count by 100 subscribers, 200, I laugh. I love losing subscribers. Because when you lose subscribers, it means that you haven't totally pandered and sold your soul to your audience. So, I love that. I love that. I love losing subscribers. It makes my day. It makes me really happy. So guys, I just said, you know what? Would I still laugh if I lost 186,000 subs? There is an undeniable necessary monetary component. I'd be a little concerned if I lost 186,000 subscribers because, you know, that could probably come with losing some of my income. So I'd be a little worried about how I'm gonna make more green pieces of paper, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. I think I would be happy if I lost 186,000 subscribers. Yeah, that'd be funny. I mean, I'd have to do some really crazy shit to lose all of my subscribers. Though, I feel like YouTube has been censoring me lately. Let's go for a walk, huh? Let's go for a fucking walk. Woo! Let's go for a walk. Let's go for a walk, because it's kind of chilly. I need to get in the sun. Yeah, man, I don't know, man. You know, sometimes, bro, you just want to go for a walk, dude. Sometimes, man, you just want to be in the green. Sometimes you just want to get close up on the flowers and the daisies. Sometimes you just want to get in nature, bro. God damn, man, you just want to get outside. You want to look at that blue fucking sky, guys. You want to look at that blue fucking sky and you want to realize, goddamn, life is so fucking beautiful. Life is so fucking beautiful on this marble, man. The big blue marble, they call it. Big blue marble. Or as the flat earthers would say, the big blue fucking disc. Hey, I was listening to Joe Rogan the other day, and he actually said on his podcast, that they were in talks with Eric Dubé, flat earther, to debate Neil deGrasse Tyson. And Joe made it sound like it's gonna happen. Woo! Woo! Can't wait, man. That's gonna be glorious. Guys, I love the flat earth theory, man. Not because I necessarily think the earth is flat. In fact, I just don't know. Because I'm a true skeptic. I like to not believe things based on blind faith. The way the average person who thinks the earth is a globe believes the earth is a globe, on the basis of blind faith. Newsflash! My first grade teacher told me it was a globe is not, I repeat, not a scientific argument. Not a scientific argument, guys. My dad owns a pair of big ass binoculars. And my dad owns a big ass pair of binoculars, Sometimes we go riding bike out to this bay, you know, the ocean water bay. And you can see Miami Beach off in the distance on the shoreline, far, like 20 some miles away, many miles away. And my dad is convinced, look, Chris, you can only see the top half of those buildings. That's proof that the earth is a globe. Of course, I mentioned the flat earthers counter argument, which is the law of perspective. So I think next time we go out to the bay, we're gonna bring a big ass pair of binoculars. You guys are obviously coming along for the ride, duh. And yeah, we'll see what it looks like. We'll see if through binoculars we can see a significantly larger portion of the bottom of the buildings. I think you need more than binoculars. You need some high quality telescopic zooming. But it's just a fun, informal experiment for the fuck of it. My tits are flat, says Casper. That's tragic, man. I was bullied one time. There was this one dickhead bullied me. Yeah, happens. Chris, I don't feel like working today. Do I think social justice is finally dead? I think people have beaten that horse as fucking beaten as the horse can be fucking beaten. Like, we get it. SJWs and they're fucking retarded and their stupid campus safe spaces. Like, you know, I think some people beat that horse to death. Looks so nice there, man. I woke up to 6 inches of snow. Damn, that's crazy, bro. I don't know about snow, man. I don't know about snow. I trimmed my beard this morning, guys. Needed a little trimming around the edges, keep it proper shape, you know. Sam Harris is an anti-Trump moron. I mean, what else do I have to say? I really enjoyed Sam Harris's book when I read it back in high school, like a decade ago. The End of Faith, that was like a mind-blowing book. It was so important for me back when I was like fucking 17, 18 years old. I really enjoyed Sam Harris's book, but I feel like atheism has kind of run its course. Like, we get it. The average religion is full of many internal inconsistencies. How do you choose which religion is the right one? Most people are atheists, except, you know, most people are atheists for 99% of the gods in the world, except for the 1% they choose to believe in. Like, we get it. Atheists, you've settled it. Religion is bullshit, but I feel like all they're interested in doing is hammering that same fucking cliche. Oh, religion is bullshit. Religion is bullshit. Ha ha ha. Fuck religion. We get it. The thing is, I think the problem with many atheists is that they are physicalists. Many atheists are also physicalists, and physicalism is the next erroneous religious belief that needs to be obliterated with an intellectual rocket launcher. Needs to be obliterated with an intellectual rocket launcher. So that's what I think the problem is, really physicalism, you know. I do like jogging. I do like jogging. I don't really do sprints. I don't really do sprints. I don't meditate anymore, bro. I gave up on meditation because honestly, it just got, you know, some people say, you didn't try hard enough, Chris. You didn't persist, bro. If you would have just meditated for another 20 years, you would have reached enlightenment, dude, but you'll never reach it now because you stopped meditating after 3 months. Well, sometimes I wonder, man, meditation has become so mainstream, I'm starting to think it's an establishment bullcrap practice to keep you docile. Because meditation is all about being present in the moment, shutting off your analytical brain. You mean the analytical brain that makes you wary of the world around you and certain threats and problems? They want you to be as passive as possible. They want you to be as passive as possible. So sometimes I wonder if meditation is like a fucking scam. I mean, I'm not going to say meditation doesn't have its benefits. Like, if you have an overactive mind and you're full of anxiety and you're full of like depressive, woe is me thoughts, and you're trying to make your mind healthier, I'm sure meditation has its benefits. But I don't know, I just found meditation to be fucking pointless. I just found it pointless. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I do know what else to say. It's a fucking beautiful day in this city, bro. Oh my God, it's like an orgasm, man. This is so goddamn beautiful. I just love it, bro. It's so beautiful. Oh man. Oh shit. What did Morpheus say in the Matrix? I did not say it would be easy, Neo. I only said it would be the truth. It's called red pill philosophy for a reason, guys. If you want to feel comfortable, if you want to have your narratives reinforced, if you just want silly clickbait garbage to make you feel better, do not watch my videos. It's called the red pill for a reason. Where are the chicks at, brah? Chicks at, brah? Everybody keeps asking me about the Jews. I don't know. Damn, look at this hair, bro. That's crazy hair. Just scroll through 4chan's poll bill and red pill yourself. Just realize this channel was called Red Pill way before it was a mainstream phrase. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, I created this channel. The name for this channel was created in early 2012. Early 2012. Early 2012. Vibrams, five fingers. That's all that matters, bro. Oh, man, I tell you, bro, sometimes, bro, you just step outside, man. I know I'm repeating myself. Sometimes you just step outside, man. You're just blown away by how beautifully orgasmic, man. I know that's a weird word to use, but god damn. I mean, it's just so beautiful. I mean, can you see it, guys? I mean, can you fucking see it? Just observe. Just observe. Just observe. Just observe the greenery. Damn, we got some chemtrailing planes up there, man. Ooh, I don't know shit about chemtrails. Man, I gotta give my friend credit for recommending selfie sticks. These things are fucking incredible. You are high. Woo! Don't get me started, bro. I am not high. I am 0% high. Now you've gotten me on a tangent about marijuana. Bro, look, I'll tell you, I might as well be high, but I'm not, man. I might as well. I feel really good right now. Blissful, really. I just went for a jog, so, you know, they say that gets all the chemicals going, good chemicals and shit. And then when you're done with the jog and you're cooling down and you just bask yourself in the fucking nature. I have to get out when I exercise. I can't exercise indoors. I go fucking crazy. I have to be outside. I feel fucking, I might as well be high. I mean, I wouldn't want it to feel any better than this by intensifying it with some type of a drug. I mean, so yeah, you know, hey, I don't give a fuck if you like to smoke weed. I don't care. I'm not gonna trash you, bash you, or even judge you. You do you. Is there a lot of excess propaganda suggesting that marijuana is like this fucking enlightenment herb? I mean, I think there might be some merit to that. You know, it might help a lot of people get more in tune and in touch with certain things. But in touch with certain things, but I definitely think there's some people who smoke it 24/7, and it becomes a crutch for life. It becomes a crutch for life. I definitely think that if you can't feel content without smoking pot, you've reached a problem. There's a problem now. And I think some people, they like to believe that marijuana is some eternally beneficial drug. And even if I need to smoke weed every morning just to get out of bed, it don't matter, because it's Mother Nature's herb. And it's gonna bring me more in touch with, fucking the cosmos and shit. So people just smoke more and more and more, and then next thing you know, it's a crutch, and you can't go the day without it. Something's wrong there, man. There's a problem there. You need to look into and fix. So I don't give a fuck if you smoke it or not. That's just my opinion, though. You can smoke all the damn weed you want, bro. I don't care. Just don't make me pay for it. I'm cool. Wow, man, this is fucking incredible. Woo! Who made a response video? What video? Rags? Who the hell's Rags? I have no idea who Rags is. So Rags made a video about your gamers are the main ones backing net neutrality, and I like a response video since all of his points are valid and you're spewing bullshit the entire time. Sounds like fake news to me, bro. Net neutrality is a scam. If you want a free and open internet, then you have to oppose net neutrality. Ajit Pai, the Trump-appointed chairman of the FCC, became, as far as I know, the only fucking political representative in the United States to talk about YouTube demonetization. You ever heard of YouTube demonetization before? You ever heard of that? A powerful political representative talking about the one thing YouTube has tried to pretend doesn't exist now for months? And yet, all these net neutrality cocksuckers, all they want to do is demonize Ajit Pai as the Antichrist. This is just another silly socialist liberal talking point about how the big bad rich companies are going to come take all our stuff. A fucking silly ass, bleeding heart bullshit cliche that I've heard time and again to demonize the only people providing internet in the first place. You hate the internet companies, they're so greedy. And you want the government to step in and fix it, even though I thought Trump was a Nazi and he's Hitler, who's going to crack down on free speech. The government doesn't provide internet. Hey, are the internet companies maybe interested in profits and they'll do anything they can to make a buck? Probably. But my point is, net neutrality is the worst thing you can do, because it's taking what you perceive as a problem and making it 10 times worse. When you get the government involved, now the power of the state is subject and is vulnerable to being lobbied by the same internet corporations you're so afraid of. And now the power of the state can be lobbied and bought off by those same internet companies. Lobbied and bought off by those same internet companies. So my point is that you're trying to bring the government even deeper into the discussion. And I'd argue that's only going to make your problem worse. The best thing to do is to vote with your dollar. The best thing to do is to boycott. The best thing to do is to spread consumer awareness about any supposed malpractices you see in the internet giants and put some real pressure on them. But let me ask you this question. From the late 90s to 2015, Before any net neutrality Obama-era regulations were put into effect, how bad and censored was the internet? To the contrary, from the late 90s, when the internet really started to expand, all the way up to the around year 2015, before the Obama-era Title II regulations were put into place, was there anything wrong with the internet then? Everything you know and love about the internet happened before 2015. What amazing new innovation happened after 2015? And is it the result of government regulations? The internet was a free and open place that revolutionized the world. From the late 90s to 2015, before the regulations were put in place, revolutionized the world for the better. The Obama attempt to invade Syria was thwarted because of the free internet. Okay? The massive marketplace on the internet where you could buy things, online forums where you could speak politically incorrect things. All this shit happened because there wasn't a big government daddy peering down and telling us what we can and can't do on the internet. And people say, oh yeah, but the internet companies, they're gonna, the ISPs, they're gonna determine who gets this and who gets that. What about Facebook, Google, and YouTube censorship? Which Ajit Pai, the chairman of the FCC himself, mentioned. He said it, quote, he said, YouTube demonetization is a bad thing. The evil bad, Ajit Pai, he's a target of dumb fucking video game addicts who can't get their heads, it's sad. I don't want to say it, but it's sad, it's true. It seems like a big chunk of the support for net neutrality is coming from the gaming community. I've seen it. I've seen this Total Biscuit YouTuber dude, Angry Joe, Yang Yeah. I'm a big fan of Yang Yeah, by the way. But they've all been pushing it. And they push it to their audience of gamers. And the gamers swallow it hook, line, and sinker. And my question is, why? If Ajit Pai, the FCC chairman, is such an evil, bad guy, why is he pointing out YouTube demonetization in front of millions of people on national television, on Fox News, on Tucker Carlson's show, if he's such a bad guy? I'm telling you right now, I felt the negative censorship effects of YouTube demonetization way fucking more than I've ever felt any censorship effects by the internet service providers. I felt more censorship from YouTube demonetization, Facebook censorship, Google censorship, than I have from the ISP supposedly censoring and trying to make money and all this terrible shit. Everybody's complaining about YouTube demonetization. Everybody. Ajit Pai, Mr. Devil Incarnate himself, an easy target for frustrated gamers to vent their anger towards the world on. He mentioned YouTube demonetization, said it's a problem. Why isn't there more of a focus on that? So yeah, I'm going to stick to my guns here, and I'm going to say that net neutrality is an establishment scam creating unjustified fear, perpetuating a bunch of fear-mongering, and it takes a certain group of people to fall for that shit. And I would argue, in this case, it seems, from what I can tell, a huge portion of the support for net neutrality is coming from the gaming community. And I have to ask myself, why would you be so vulnerable and susceptible to nothing but unbiased fear-mongering? I would argue it's because gamers have an addiction to video games. They are addicted to video games. And that their fear of losing their little internet hobby makes them irrationally inspired and riled up by all this net neutrality fear-mongering. What a joke. What a joke. The internet thrived and prospered from the late 90s to 2015 before the Obama-era internet regulations were put in place. Prospered and thrived, revolutionized how we shopped, communicated, interacted. But now, without the government to save us, all hell's gonna break loose. This apocalyptic scenario has never unfolded before, when there were no regulations and the internet was just a wild, wild west of freedom. But now it's suddenly gonna happen. Okay, bro. Okay, bro. You know what? Put down your controller, your video game controller, and think rationally for a moment. You know, sometimes I wonder if maybe it's just gamers like the idea of free internet. Maybe you guys just want free internet. And of course, I'm not talking about all gamers. I'm talking about the ones who support net neutrality. Anyway, that's my rant. That's my rant, ladies and gentlemen. So that's a bunch of fake news bullshit. Sorry. The logic and the experience is on my side. The net neutrality pushers are trying to suggest some apocalyptic doomsday scenario that's never happened. Okay, some shady practices here and there, yeah. And what happened? The moment consumers get pissed off and start shitting on the company and expose them, and news stories and local news outlets start exposing these companies' practices, the companies know that they better get their shit together quick, or they're gonna get fucked by the consumers. You know, it's funny, this thing I hear a lot. I see this image, the net neutrality fear-mongers. They share this image, and it shows this is what the internet's like in other countries. In other countries, this is what the internet is like. And it shows that when you sign up for internet in another country, you can choose to pay individually. This is hilarious. You can choose to pay individually for these services you want. So let's say you don't watch videos on the internet. Let's say you only download music and you only read online news articles on the internet, and you don't download videos. According to this net neutrality fear-mongering bullshit, in other countries where there's no regulations and the internet companies are running amok, screwing over consumers, in those other countries you have the choice. You have the choice to choose video. You have the choice to choose some music. Whatever you choose to consume on the internet, you can pay for it. That's called consumer choice. That's called consumer freedom. You have more freedom. You have more freedom to choose and get a better deal because you're not paying for internet services and supply that you don't need. And I looked at the prices, and if you pick and choose even all of them, the video, the music, the news articles, the gaming, even if you choose them all, it's roughly the same cost as a full-on unlimited internet package costs already as it is, and has historically now for years. So what the fuck? What the fuck? What? It's gonna be no internet freedom. That's internet freedom. So, I mean, it's hysterical. And Ajit Pai, the FCC chairman himself, he's talked about, like, you know, people are gonna say, "Oh, you're just listening to Ajit Pai." No, I'm listening to all the rational points I've made thus far. You fucking morons. I guess if you're a helpless feeling kind of person whose only sense of power comes through leveling himself up in a game for 50 hours a week, I guess you would feel helpless and you'd want the government to come and save you. So, fake news, and more fake bullshit news. Not impressed by the arguments. And guess what? Ajit Pai is going to go ahead, he's going to pass it. He's going to pass. He's going to make sure there are no excessive net neutrality regulations. He wants to bring it back to the age where the internet exploded and thrived and pioneered. And guess what? We're going to have even more pioneering. Oh, who would have ever thought? Bring the internet back to the conditions where the internet thrived and pioneered and innovated like never before, and it might actually thrive, pioneer, and innovate like never before. Shocking! Who would have thought? See, I have 15 years of experience for what I'm saying. You guys have an apocalyptic doomsday scenario that's never fucking played out before. A bullshit talking point put out by the liberal establishment, which isn't even really liberal. I'm not a Republican, in case you didn't know that. Donald Trump is not a Republican, in case you didn't know that. But it has been put out by the liberal establishment, and what I mean by liberal establishment is basically just the establishment. The establishment that doesn't want freedom, internet freedom. The establishment that doesn't want open access to information. So I'm going to repeat myself. If you want a free and open internet, you have to oppose net neutrality. They always reverse the psychology. They always reverse the psychology. They call themselves liberal when they're actually the most psychotic tyrants alive. They say net neutrality is about a free and open internet, even though the internet was free and open for many years and pioneered everything we know about living on planet Earth before the internet got involved. So how many times do I got to repeat myself? But listen, a video game addict called a gamer will not be able to look at this rationally because he's been so stoked up into a hysterical, frothing state of fear that he's going to lose his internet hobby called gaming. His addiction to gaming is going to get unplugged, that he can't even think rationally. All his little gamer YouTuber idols told him net neutrality is evil. Nobody opposes net neutrality. I love that one. Everybody who supports net neutrality tyrannically fucking with a big fucking fist crushes you and says nobody opposes net neutrality. Republicans and Democrats support it unanimously. No one opposes it. And if you oppose it, it's because you're brainwashed by the internet companies. And they all say that same talking point. You go to one of the main net neutrality. Go to one of the main net neutrality information sites. These websites that are pro net neutrality, and explain it to you. And it's the same talking points. Everybody's spewing the same fucking talking points. Starts to make me wonder if they're getting fucking paid. Starts to make me wonder if they're getting fucking paid. They all the same talking points. Everybody supports it. Democrats and Republicans. No one's opposed to net neutrality. The only people who oppose net neutrality are the major internet companies. And you scroll to the bottom and you find out the companies, the organizations that are behind, and it's like Fight for Progress with a fist at the bottom. Fight for Progress is behind this campaign, this net neutrality campaign. And you scroll to the bottom, Fight for Progress. If an organization has the word progress in it and a fucking fist, you know you can't trust it. You know you can't fucking trust it, man. Fight for Progress. The diabolical demon tyrants always call themselves progressive. So I hate to break it to you guys, Ajit Pai is actually pro-internet freedom. Ajit Pai is actually a crusader for internet freedom. That's right, Ajit Pai is a crusader for internet freedom. Talking about YouTube demonetization on live TV. Have we ever had a spokesperson with this much potential for influence to maybe put a fucking lawsuit on YouTube for all the shady shit they've been doing? FCC Chairman Ajit Pai talking about YouTube demonetization on Fox News. On Fox News. Oh, but he's such a bad guy. If he's such a bad guy, and he's so for censorship and the death of the internet, why is he talking about YouTube demonetization? I wonder. Ooh. Maybe this fucking guy who's been demonized like I've never seen in a while. Maybe Maybe. He's not the devil. You've been brainwashed to think he is because he's an easy fucking target. So I think I make plenty of logical and rational points. I think I make plenty of logical, rational points, which you'd have to refute. And you can't just say I'm speaking for the internet companies, because these are logical, rational points. Tell me why, before the internet regulations were put into place, only got 5% battery left. Tell me why. Yeah, internet's battery's almost fucking dead. Tell me why everything was just fine on the internet. Alright. Well, look, I'm almost out of batteries. 5% left. I gotta go. Thank you guys for watching. Don't fall for the net neutrality fake news. Gamers, I love gamers. Gamers are a great group of people. We're talking about the gamers who support net neutrality. They are not being rational. History is not on their side. They have been manipulated because they have a deep addiction to their internet hobby called gaming, and they cannot think rationally when someone says we might pull the plug. They're gonna pull the plug on you. You better watch out. And then they go crazy, because without the 50 hours of escapism, what's the point of even living in the real world? So thank you guys for watching. 5% battery left. Gotta go. Take care.